Warhammer 40,000 kill team, which is pretty much being used as a form of advertisement. At least I think it is anyway. Because from the off, the demo is saying if you play this, well, if you buy this, you're going to get an unlockable in the full game. Well, not the full game, sorry. Warhammer 40,000 Marine, which comes out in, I think it's a month and a half time? I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, what is Kill Team? Kill Team is sort of a third person top-down view shooter. I'm trying to link it. There's a couple of games out years ago. I suppose you can kind of link it to stuff like Smash TV, because you get points and shit for chaining kills together. Obviously it's not the same as Smash TV, because technology's moved forward. You're not stuck in a single room, you're going through levels. But yeah, this genre was it kind of made a comeback in, I think it was like the 90s and the PS1, with games like, I think it was Loaded or Reloaded, I can't remember what it was called, but it was that weird twisted game with a weird cast of characters. And Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team follows that sort of same mold of gameplay. You get classes to choose from. There's only two on option on the demo, which is a guy with a sword and a guy with a minigun. They've got names, but they've all got like silly, stupid, fancy names. But yeah, so you can either choose the guy who specialises in using his gun, or the guy who specialises using his sword. Out of the two, much prefer the sword, because the level itself, I don't know if it's a running theme throughout the full game, but within the demo level it's quite small and tight, so the best option is taking the sword. Plus it just feels more fun using the sword. I don't know why. It kind of feels a bit like a sort of Diablo-ish or even Torchlight-ish, just hacking through waves of enemies, just without loot popping up, obviously. From what I can tell, there's a number of challenges, like say if you battle through a bunch of enemies using your sword, you get like a challenge complete called Butcher, which gives you points, which leads to unlockables. You can change your melee weapon and your ranged weapon, and you can also sort of, I think you can update your perks or get new perks, which increases health, etc, etc. So there is some sense of character depth, well, character depth, but class depth, a little bit of creation. Not a whole lot, but you can't really expect a whole lot when you think about the game itself. Visual wise, it's not ugly, it looks alright. There's not a huge variation on colours, which is kind of disappointing, but then again, given the world that it's set in, you shouldn't really expect a huge plethora of colours. But yeah, the game looks decent enough. The character models are actually quite surprisingly well detailed for a game that's not really zoomed in on the characters. The orcs actually look pretty sweet. The Marines always look cool. I think everyone's kind of in agreement that in at least one thing that Warhammer 40,000 is the Marines do look badass. What else can I say about the game? The gameplay itself is simple. I mean, it's like a two-button thing really. You fire using the analog stick, you melee using A, you sprint using left trigger, nades is mapped to your right bumper, and interaction with the environment mapped to Y button. I mean, there's not a whole lot you're interacting with, there's not really a whole lot of variation in gameplay, but given the genre, you shouldn't really expect a variation in gameplay. And the gameplay that's on offer is satisfactory. I mean, it's not brilliant. I'm going to be sitting there going, "Wow, this is mind-blowing." You're just going to be like, "Yeah, this is fun." And that's what it is. It's fun. But unfortunately, it does come over as just an advertisement tool for Warhammer 40,000 Marine. I mean, the way they started off the demo straight away, just saying, "Oh, yeah, if you buy this, you get the sword in 40,000 Marine." It kind of felt a bit disheartening. But yeah, I mean, out of the things that have been on Xbox Live Arcade recently, you could definitely do worse. E.g. Deadless Warrior, Deadblock, which I was actually going to do a review for, but I found myself struggling to say things about it. It was that boring. Obviously, Miss Explosion Man just came out, which should be worth a pick up if it's anything like the original. And some Boulder Dash game I've got no interest in. So anyway, Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team. It's got co-op. I can see it being fun in co-op, so if you've got a buddy that's getting it, you might as well pick it up, because it's a fun game. Single player will probably get repetitive. And yeah, closing comments, looks good, it plays good. The presentation's quite nice, the audio is quite nice. Gameplay, as I said, nothing brilliant, but satisfactory, does the job. And I like well, not really in-depth, but the slight depth of the character character, the class customizations with the perks and the weapon changes and whatnot. So yeah, definitely try the demo. I probably won't be buying it because I'm a cheap arse. I'm waiting for Bastion to come out. So yeah, check it out.